Hello, folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. First of all, maybe you noticed I didn't tweet anything in the last, well, I would say since yesterday at least. But yeah, at the moment I'm very busy with my job. It takes more time than expected, so it's not possible at the moment to be more online and to provide more information. Hopefully, that will calm down a little bit, and yeah, then we can. I will provide and be more active on Twitter again. So let us make a quick overview of what's happening in the market. Let us start as usual with the whales ratio and what's happening there. Well, first of all, um, yeah, the wealth ratio is rising. Well, it was rising. I mean, we can see here that's today, all right, and it was lifting up, and now it's declining, it seems. So they sent a lot of bitcoins to the spot, or at least to the exchanges, not necessarily to the spot exchanges. And yeah, so it matches very well to what's happening to the price action. But of course, Bitcoin is following like a dog SPX SPY, and SPX SPY is very well. I would say as soon they notice a little move, positive move on DXY, so the US dollar index, it starts to decline. So that's like a cross chain at the moment. Well, it's not that cool, but it is as it is, unfortunately. So at the moment, I'm not really spending a lot of time checking Bitcoin. I'm more more spending time checking SPX, SPY. That's so ridiculous, but it is as it is. So, stablecoin reserves on exchanges since 27th of April. It's lifting up again. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure if exchanges just are refilling their reserves or if traders are, yeah, getting more active and buying more stuff and at the same time refilling the reserves on exchanges. That could be a scenario. At the same time, we have here the stablecoin supply that's declining, but and that's also interesting. It seems it has started to lift up. Not big, absolutely not big. We need to see what's happening next because every time we had that, and we had that in different times, for example, like here, nothing happened. Okay, or just here, for example, here, here, here. Yeah, I mean, we had some moves, but nothing big. So we need to see what's happening here. If this time wanted to lift up again, indicating that traders are coming back to the market, or at least they are demanding more stablecoin, or it's nothing. It's maybe tomorrow it starts to decline again, and yeah, that's just short term, more stable coins in the market, but that's it. So let us talk about spot exchanges and their flows. Well, first of all, and that's a big one, we can see that here. That happened today, well, 8 hours ago. 3,700 Bitcoin, almost 4,000, 4,700, 5,000. So someone sent almost 6,000 Bitcoin just 5 hours ago, and he's taking profit. At least, yeah. We can see here a stablecoin outflow of 230 million, and at the same time inflows of 155 million. Hmm, interesting. And yeah, I mean, in the night we received 1,500 Bitcoin, so I'm not sure if we are done. Or however, I'm still being a little bit short-term bullish, so I'm still expecting to go up in price because DXY I'm not sure if DXY so the US dollar index is going to lift up even more. And in my opinion, if not, if it starts to decline, something I would expect very soon, SPY would lift up and Bitcoin maybe follow. That's something I would expect, but we need to see. However, so, but if we take a look to the daily, it's also very interesting because if we check, for example, here, oh Jesus, sorry. Um, Come on, we can check that since September, October. You can see that very well. I mean, here, of course, but for me, it's the most interesting part is that here. The inflows of Bitcoins related to spot exchanges is declining. I'm not sure at the moment how to interpret that. We can see that the waste ratio is rising instead. Okay, that's what we can see here. But with less bitcoins, and that's something maybe not that bearish, but I'm not sure at the moment. I'm really not sure. Sometimes, I mean, we received big inflows, like here, for example, as well, but it's not the same kind of sell-off what we have seen the end of last year. Maybe also related to taxes or something. That's also possible. Well, we need to check. But I am not sure if they are done here. We need to be we need patience as usual and check what's going to happen next. So. So then let us take a look here. Well, first of all, we can see the funding rate since today. Oh, let me adjust a little bit so it makes it's better. Um, they have started here, and we can see the funding rate lifted up, declined, and it's lifting up again. That's very interesting because I did exactly the same today. That's really interesting. So, however, matches very well to the price, right? Just now we are declining, so these guys are maybe a little bit in a difficult situation. We need to see more data for that, but maybe. However, what I like to see is that the waste ratio, that the leverage ratio is declining, as we can see here, and the open interest also. That so people are, even if the funding rate is rising, so indicating they are demanding more longs than shorts, the open interest is declining at the same time. So they are closing more, or they are liquidating more contracts than new placed ones. We need to see. Um, Let us take a look. Okay, so stablecoin net flow looks more positive than negative. And let us take a look here as well. That's the Bitcoins. Of course, we had no. What the hell? 3,000. Oh, yeah, okay. 3,340 Bitcoin they withdraw from exchanges. I can show you that because that's matches very well to what I have detected based on CBD. And that doesn't look that bullish. but we need to see. Um, we have here a little bit more bitcoins, but nothing big. The only thing would be big is that here, but we had 210 million outflow and 260 million inflows. You know, stable coins, futures, in my opinion, of course, they can use it for long and short at the same time, while Bitcoin futures, it makes more sense if you are using them um, just too long instead too short. But let us take a look what's happening to the blockchain whispers. Yeah, we have more longs than shorts. Even shorts rised or lifted up a little bit. Bitfinex, I don't care. Bitmax, I don't care. But that one is, and I think that should match very good to FTX as well. Let us take a look here. FTX, and let us check what the liquidation map is showing. I would say left, so the longs should show more volume. They are liquidating a lot. That's a paradise for every exchange. Come on, Kingfisher. Uh, no. Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, we are still talking. We check 120 million is the highest, it seems. It's not that big like Friday, Thursday, that was almost 250 million. So, yeah, much more. But we have here a cluster of high leverage shorts, it seems. Yeah, some I would say 500 million or something. But we still have, in my opinion, still more longs than shorts, also on FTX. And we need to see what FTX is doing based on their walls, if we can detect there something. Okay, that looks very interesting. If we check what or yeah, who is driving the market at the moment, and you can see that's crazy. Bitcoin margin futures are declining, they are selling. They use stablecoin futures, it seems to stabilize the price. And of course, just because they are selling here now as well, we are dumping, or at least trying to dump. And meanwhile, FTX is buying, and even the spot is lifting up. That would be almost a very bullish scenario. The only thing I'm missing here is the Bitcoin margin futures. I mean, they use them also to lift up in price. You remember I have said several times, for example, here, if you can see that, okay, just to show you that here was triggered by coin margin contracts. Almost nothing by stable coins. Almost nothing by spot. So yeah, looks very interesting what they are doing at the moment. Maybe they are that would also explain the huge or these 4,000 Bitcoin withdrawal from derivative exchanges. But I mean, we are talking about a big volume, right? I mean, if we check here, they sold 8 860 million in Bitcoin margin futures. That's really that's big. The question is, they just want to sell and exit, Or are they selling, maintaining a little bit the price to lift up afterwards? That's the big question. I don't know at the moment. It looks, I would prefer just to switch both, you know? If that would be, for example, if that would be the Bitcoin margin contract, so lifting up, and that the stablecoin futures, I would say that matches very well. We are going up. They are hiding to buy the spot, but it's really, it doesn't look very solid to see that they are selling Bitcoin margin contracts at the moment while the price is declining. It doesn't make any sense to me. But buying spot. But that's very interesting what they are doing. We need to see what's going to happen next. If they are just maintaining such kind. What's going on with my mouse here? Wow. I mean, if it got rejected here, if not, we are going down. That's for sure. So we need to see what's happening. So let us see what exchange walls are doing. First of all, we are here checking now Coinbase. Coinbase not indicating here nothing, and we have some walls here. While the CBD is still lifting up. Something I have noticed and mentioned in the past, but I'm not trusting this, guys. I show you why. I mean, if we check that, that's big. That's volume delta. So they are buying more, much more. We don't know how much, but they have a CBD, a positive CBD, since April 22nd of 4,000 Bitcoin. That's really big. But they did that here as well. And they bought it and they make quick profits. Okay, now they are lifting up again. The question is, what's going to happen next? I mean, they are buying, buying, buying. In my opinion, that's indicating they want to sell in, yeah, an upper price level. So that would indicate we are going to lift up. And as mentioned, that matches very well to DXY and to SPX, at least what I'm expecting. So if DXY is going to flip and to start to decline, SPY, SPX would lift up, and as Bitcoin is following them like a dog, I think that could be a nice opportunity for Bitcoin to lift up. In such case, that scenario makes sense. Decline your coin margin contracts first, buy spot while we are declining, matches, and stabilize the price with stablecoin futures. And when DXY is done and it flips and it starts to decline, you push the price with coin margin contracts and you can start to distribute. That would be a nice move. We need to see if that's going to happen. So back to the exchanges. So Coinbase, nothing. Deribit. Deribit at 39,800 and a wall at 41,400. Okay. They have also here at 36,800, I would say something like 37. Binance Spot. Also interesting. Binance Spot limiting at 39 and 37.6. Okay, 39 makes sense just because our VPOC there. What's happening with my mouse today? I think I need a new PC. Um, yeah. So let us check what's happening to Bitfinex. Oh, Bitfinex. Bitfinex. What the hell are you doing here? Okay. Okay. Well, that's 37.7. Hmm. I think I have a plan. 37.7. Let us check if that matches us. Oh god. FTX. FTX is so bearish at the moment. 39.2 makes sense. And between 40,300 and 42,600. Okay, we need to see if they keep their walls there or if they are going to remove the walls afterwards. Bitmax. Nothing. Well, here at 33, but Binance Futures, yeah. So Binance Futures at the moment limiting 37.6. That matches very well to Bitfinex, but also 40,000 and 39.5. Um, okay, this 39.5, it's interesting, but I like more the 40,000 to be honest. So let us see Bitfinex derivatives. Nothing happening here. And FTX spot. Hmm, nothing. Let us talk about the conclusion then.